Hi, I'm Briana with Jette Sette, and I'm here with the beautiful Kate to be my demonstrator for the day. We're gonna give you a great workout with a Theraband. This is a great piece of equipment that fits easily into any suitcase when you travel the world. So there's no excuses not to do Pilates. So we're gonna start standing. She's gonna take the band. You can step a little bit more to the center of the mat. She'll find her Pilates V. She's gonna hold the band taut enough that there's resistance in her back. And we're starting with an easy shoulder exercise. So she's gonna inhale to lift the arms up to the ceiling. The arms are gonna go all the way back and she's gonna stretch through the chest as they lower down towards her hips. And then she reverses. If you start to feel like, whoa, this is a little tight, the hands can slide wider onto the Theraband as well. And again, inhale. For this purpose of this workout, it doesn't matter what color Theraband you have, just tighten up the band to make it more intense as you go. The gray is quite nice, it's a hard resistance. And again, one more time. She's inhaling to lift, her core is pulling in, and she's stretching, which should feel pretty delicious through those shoulders, and lifting up and lowering down. On the next one, she's gonna lift up to the ceiling. The arms are gonna stretch long. She's gonna add a row. So she's gonna bend her elbows behind and then extend back to the ceiling. And what we're looking for is that shoulder retraction. So we start to move and stretch the pecs, stretch the biceps, but also start to get these back muscles to really work. So she's gonna bend, gorgeous, and extend. Let's do two more. And bend, good. And extend. Now the arms are gonna stay up. She's gonna keep a little bit of resistance. Maybe walk the hands in a little bit closer so the band is tighter. And we're gonna add side bend. So inhale, she's gonna side bend over to the right side, lifting through the spine. Good, lengthening, gorgeous. And then exhale back to the center line. And again, inhale up and over. So as you go, the hips are gonna stay nice and stable. She's stretching her whole body over. And then lift, good. And again, inhale up and over to the right. Good, yes. Each time going a little bit further to increase the range of motion through the side bend. And lift, good. And one more set. Inhale, up and over, good. And back to center. And last time, inhale, up and over, left, beautiful. And back to center. Good, lower those arms for me. From here, we're gonna come onto your back. So we'll go ahead here, lying on your back, we're gonna set up for the 100. So she's gonna double the band up just to make it harder. And as always, you have variations. You can take the band above the legs or below. More advanced, the band is above the thighs. So that's how we're gonna start with Kate. So her legs are gonna reach up to the ceiling. She's gonna take a nice big inhale. As she exhales, she's gonna curl forward. The legs are gonna lower to a challenging height. The band is gonna be pulled taut, and she's gonna pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, beautiful. Inhale, she breathes in deeply through her lungs. Exhale, she expels all of the air. Inhale, nice big lateral breath. Exhale, the transverse abdominis really narrows. Good, and she's got that band, so let's use it. She's gonna pull even wider, working those triceps. Good, again, inhale. And exhale, beautiful with that core. Let's take one more breath here, inhale. And exhale all of the air. Good, and relax down. Good, so I'm gonna have Kate come up to sit. She's gonna place the band underneath her feet to set up for roll up. So ideally the band will be open, right? It's gonna ball up a little bit, but it's nicer on the feet if it's more spread out. So she's gonna start seated since the band is here. She's gonna take a nice big inhale. As she exhales, we go into the roll up. She's gonna start to scoop under with the tailbone, and she's gonna lower the head, neck, and shoulders down. So this is a nice assisted roll up with the band. Inhale, her head lifts. Exhale, her spine's gonna curl all the way forward. Beautiful. She's gonna stretch her head towards her knees. Good. And she's gonna lift. And again, rolling back. If you feel like this is hard for you, you want more resistance, you just tighten the Theraband along where you're holding and curling forward and stretching all the way over. So in that forward bend, she's gonna lift her spine a little bit more here. Good, and then rolling back down. Scooping under, good. Finding that length, those feet are reaching and the head goes back. Good, inhale, the head curls forward. Exhale, she's gonna round all the way over those legs. And then she's gonna lift that spine up nice and tall. From here, we're gonna go into a half roll back. So she's gonna scoop under with the sits bones, rounding halfway back. The arms are extending, and we're gonna move right into that bicep curl. So she inhales to pull, exhale to reach, good. And again, pull, lovely. And so as you can see, the elbows are nice and high, which is wonderful. We wanna keep that resistance through the band the whole time. She's in a beautiful scoop. And let's go two more here. And extend, and last time. Good, and then the arms are gonna go parallel to the floor. She's gonna row in, pulling the shoulder blades back and extend. What's tricky about this is that you're still in that scoop of the core, even as the shoulder blades are really working. Good, let's do one more here. Now she's gonna add rotation, starting with the left hand. She's gonna rotate to the left, pulling with that left arm, good, and reach. And the other side. Yes, good. And what's tricky about this is keeping those hips nice and stable, which Kate is doing beautifully. And again, rotate so you feel those obliques firing, the back of the body working. Last set. Good. And last one. And reach. She's going to extend the legs. We're going to roll right down onto your back so we can set up for our single leg circles. So the band is going to be under the right foot. The left leg is going to sneak out. She's going to lift the right leg up to the ceiling. And she's going to feel that both hands are holding onto the band and planting her elbows into the mat. And I want you to kind of play with how tight the band is, right? It's going to depend on your flexibility as well. So she's anchoring through her left foot. The right leg is going to circle 3 times across the body. Exhale down and lift. Good. And again, inhale across, exhale and lift. Good. Again, inhale across, exhale and lift. And now she's going to reverse for 3. And the leg is going to cross as much as it can to get that extra stretch and reach. Good. And again, last time. Exhale, good. You're gonna lower the foot, switch the foot with the Theraband so that it doesn't hit you in the face as you do that. Good, and then lifting the left leg up. So you have the nice broad shoulders, your elbows planting. We take the leg across the body, exhale and lift. Good, and again, inhale across and exhale. And let's see if we can get that leg even further here to get more stretch. Good, and lift, reversing the circles. And exhale, far across and center. Gorgeous. And again, down. And she's doing an excellent job with that stabilizing side, really staying nice and secure. Good. The leg's going to go down. We're going to place the right foot inside of it just to transition with a roll up. So she's going to curl forward and come all the way up to sit and stretch. Good. Now we're going to change the band. We move into spine stretch. So the band is going to go behind the shoulder blades and it's going to be nice and flat, and she's going to grab on with her hands to extend the arms forward. And I think let's bring the palm of the hand to face down. Does that feel secure in the thumbs? Yeah. Okay, so you just want to make sure that the wrist feels fairly comfortable. So she's going to inhale to lift nice and tall. The legs are going to open as wide as the mat. As she exhales, she's going to curl forward and she's going to breathe into the Theraband, into her back. Yes, which creates this nice feedback of that stretch. And then she's going to inhale to stack the spine back up, getting taller, taller, taller. Gorgeous. And again, exhale and curling forward. She lets the Theraband press into the back so she can stretch more and then lift the spine nice and tall as she comes back up. One more time. And exhale, and her legs are reaching strongly. Her core is lifting up and in, gorgeous. And then she comes back to the center. Now we're gonna open the arms out to the sides, and I think I'm gonna have you, actually the hands are fine like this. Yeah, thumbs feel okay? Mm-hmm. We're gonna go into saw. So she's gonna lift tall again. Inhale, twist the body to the right. Exhale, she's gonna reach the back arm back. The strap may get a little bit slack here, but she still feels that stretch. And then she lifts the spine up back to the center, other side. And exhale, stretch and reach. So the band rotates with her, and I want her to feel, and for you to feel the rotation of your spine as you go. Exhale and pull those abs in as you go. Gorgeous. And lift. And back around. Exhale and stretch. Yes, good. And lift. Let's go one more set. Twist it right. Pulling those abs and reaching those arms away from each other. And lift. Last time. Twist left. And exhale, stretch. Good. And then back to the center. Beautiful. Legs are going to come together. You're going to go ahead and use the band as it is. You're going to roll all the way down onto your back. Good. Then from here, you're going to roll onto your stomach. The band is going to be, let's go ahead and double it up right underneath your shoulders. We set up for swan. So you want to have the band with enough resistance so you can grab onto it with the hands and pull out. So she's gonna lie on her stomach all the way down. The hands, the thumbs can hook underneath the band, and go ahead and slide back a little bit, Kate, so you're more on the mat. Good, and there's gonna be a resistance of where the band is. So move the hands forward for me so it's more across from the chest. Good, and lower the head all the way down. Legs extend long. So from here, she's gonna pull the band wide. The hands will stay on the mat to use that as your pedestal to press. Inhale, she lifts the head, neck, and shoulders up, pulling the stomach in. Good, gorgeous. And then exhale, the spine lengthens to come back down. And again, inhale, the tailbone reaches away from the crown of the head. The arms are pressing strongly. Good. And then exhale, lowering down. Lovely. And let's go one more time. Inhale, lengthen. The navel pulls up into the spine. Good, and then exhale, lowering down. Good, sit back into child's pose for a moment. Good, so she's gonna stretch her low back, then she's gonna come forward onto all fours, and we're gonna set up for tricep extension. So I would single the band for this one because it's quite hard for the core. Yeah, so she's gonna have the hands underneath her shoulders. She's still kind of holding on with her right hand. Yes, and she's gonna add her tricep extension here. So her knees are underneath her hips, and we're gonna tighten up that band a little bit more because I love that you wanna go that loose, but I don't want you to. And then from here, she's gonna kick back with her right arm. So she extends, beautiful, and bend. So at first glance, this feels like super simple, right? But it's not, because you have your obliques balancing you as well as one arm stabilizing, one arm working. So what Kate is doing beautifully is not shifting her body weight, but I want 2 more here, and then she's gonna show you the more advanced version. So last time, press, good. Now from here, she's gonna keep her arm bent, she's gonna extend her legs back, and we're gonna try to press right up into your plank. Exactly, and the legs are quite wide to help stabilize, and she's gonna kick back with that right arm. And she's gonna feel like, oh wow, that's a whole lot more work, right? Yes, good. And again, 3 more. And press, beautiful. Scooping those abs up and in, 2. And last time, and 1, beautiful. Hands come down, rest the knees, we switch the hand grip. Left hand starts to engage. We start on all fours. All right, so from here, the shoulders are square, the core is in, you're narrowing through the core, left arm extends. 1, good. And in, and again, press. Good, and your wrist stays, just like with everything in Pilates, very straight. Remember, Joseph Pilates was a boxer. He would never break his wrist in any sort of direction. You want to keep that super straight the whole time. Good, 1 more time here. And press, beautiful. And from here, she's gonna lift into her plank, 1 leg at a time, squaring the hips, and we extend. Press it back, beautiful. The neck is long, which it is. The hips are square. It's so tricky because you're gonna have to work one side in opposition. The legs are powerful, 2 more. Good, narrowing that core, last one. And set the hands down and relax. So from here, we're gonna take the Theraband, place it behind the right foot. Good. We'll keep it as wide as possible because it tends to ball up. So then she's gonna take the band with her right hand, doubled up, and place the hands right underneath the shoulders. From here, she's gonna feel her stable position again. She's gonna extend the right leg straight behind, engaging the core and the glute, and bending in. And again, press it back. Good, and bend it in. And again, as she presses, her core is lifting, the back of the leg extends, and what she's doing really well is that the leg is not flaring up to the ceiling, which is what tends to happen. And then the back starts to get involved, which, no, we don't really want. And again, so she's pressing heel to sits bone, which is a wonderful thing to feel. Let's do 2 more here. Good, because it connects your hamstring into your glute. The core is in. On the next one, she extends, she's gonna hold. Now with a straight leg, she's gonna float up and lower down, and float up. Good, and lower. And the lift is gonna come from that hamstring and glute connection rather than from the back shifting and changing positions. Good, 3 more. And lift, and lower, good. And lift, and lower, 1 more. And good, rest that knee in. Take a little sit back just to kind of stretch those glutes out. Good, and switching the band to the other side. Good. She's gonna grab a hold with her left hand. The left hand will come forward underneath the shoulder. Trying, of course, to keep the resistance equal. It's a little tricky because you don't have a notch or anything to know, but you can feel the resistance. So both hands are stable. From here, core is lifted. The left leg is going to kick back. And press, good, and bending in. And again, press, good. And as you can see that the body will want to shift to the leg that's on the floor, but Kate's doing a beautiful job keeping her arms and the weight in her arms very stable, very balanced. And press, good. Nice, let's do 2 more here. Extending, lengthening, good. Yes, and the eyes are looking forward in front of the hands. Good, hold there and pulse it up. 1, and lower, and 2, good. And lift, good. And that hip is nice and open on the left side, right? We're trying to keep that hip extension, engaging the glute and the hamstring, good. Let's do 2 more here. Lift, good. And last one. And relax, good. So she's gonna sit back 1 last time. We're gonna take that band off. She's gonna bring her toes underneath her to come into a little squat position. Press the heels to the floor and just slowly roll the spine up. Now, one of my favorite stretches to end this workout, the band is gonna go underneath the soles of the feet. You're gonna grab up onto the strap as high as you can, and already you're gonna start to feel the traction through the shoulder blades. Then knees are gonna be slightly soft so that you're not locking into hyperextension. Core looks good. Inhale, you're gonna grow tall. Exhale, curling the crown of the head forward, letting the band kind of traction the shoulders into your forward bend. She's gonna reach her head to the floor. The band will go soft here, which is fine. And then as she exhales and rolls up, she engages her core, the hamstrings. Good, and she'll start to feel the tension pull back into the shoulders, which feels like a nice stretch for the neck. One more time, inhale. And exhale, curling forward, stretching through the spine, rounding all the way. Good. Nice, and then rolling up, initiating with that core and stacking that spine all the way up to stand. Good. So that's a nice, quick Theraband workout. It's not super long. It's something you can do easily. Take that band with you wherever you travel. So thank you for being with us today. Briana, Jette Sette.